Shell 713, and during the summer, teen traffic deaths spike about 21%, especially during the 4th of July weekend. That is why there is a campaign promoting safe teen driving. Joining us now to discuss this is Rick Burt, the CEO of an organization known as SAD, which stands for Students Against Destructive Decisions. Good morning to you, Rick. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday morning.
Hey, happy Father's Day. Thanks for letting me join you.
Hey, thanks. You too. Just first and foremost, for someone who's now just hearing about this campaign, how would you explain it to them?
Yeah, the period between Memorial Day and Labor Day is what we call the 100 deadliest days. We lose more young people on our roadways all across the country during this time of year than any other time throughout the calendar year, mostly because teens are driving more. There's less supervision because they're out of school. They're still subject to the same risks and pressures, and they're out on the roadways. This is why the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission, the National Road Safety Foundation, and our organization SAD are teaming up to get the word out to teens and parents on what they can do to make this the safest summer ever.
And so, Rick, what are some of these safe driving issues that you're seeing? Is it distracted driving? Is it drunk driving? Well, what is it that you're seeing an increase in these issues?
Yeah, it's all of the above. As I said, teens are more likely to participate in those risky behaviors that you just mentioned. Distractions, whether that be cell phone usage, whether that be other passengers inside the car, whether that be reaching for an object or changing the playlist. All of those behaviors take the mind off the art of driving, the hands off the wheel, the eyes off the road. We certainly see an uptick in impairment, so that would be drugs and alcohol, and also an experience. I think we forget that young people are still learning the task of driving. This is why the National Road Safety Foundation and SAD have created our Passport to Safe Driving that teens and parents can find on our website to help them look at some of the tips and tricks that they need to master in order to be safe driving. How to merge properly, how to handle different weather conditions, how to handle passengers, and much more. There's podcasts, public service announcements, and other resources all on that Passport to help teens and parents navigate the roadway to being a safe driver.
Yeah, Rick, you know, when I hear these statistics, if I'm a parent, the first thing I want to know is what can I do to make sure my teen doesn't fall victim to one of these accidents? So you mentioned a few of those. What else can parents do right now?
Yeah, great time to talk about this on Father's Day, right? The first thing is start the conversation and keep it going. Talk with a young person in your life and talk about expectations. Talk about graduated driver's licensing laws and what the rules of the road are so that teens know how many young people should they have in the vehicle. They understand the risks of texting behind the wheel. They have a plan so if they are in a situation and need to find an alternative way home, that there's that relationship between teens and parents in order to get that done. Keep the conversation going so it's not one and done. Our tips and our resources, not only in the Passport, but also on our website, help parents know what those subjects should be, how to have the conversation, and then how they can work together to continue to refine that art of driving so that we know that these statistics carry on all the way up to the age of 25 when the teen brain is fully developed. So parents, your teens need you now more than ever to keep that conversation going about roadway safety.
Hey, Rick, we appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure. Have a good one.
Thank you. And SAD will be posting different safe driving messages on social media every week. It is a great place to go to encourage your teens and adults to learn safe driving skills that can save lives. You can also visit their website. Of course, that is SADD.org.